People I bring greetings anywhere you are watching from, seeing from, viewing from, eyeing from. I greet you this wonderful day, this wonderful time, this wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, depending on your location. According to your location, this wonderful time, I greet you. You are all welcome to this wonderful program this time. Today, we will be talking about so many things and we'll be showing some examples. And then maybe later in the day, we will be able to talk about the the debate or deliberation on Nigeria becoming Islamic nation, and we will be able to bring up some points and some video evidences or proofs that what is happening now is just I don't know if I should say okwejiri mezuo ahịrị okwu ndị a, because who don't even understand that this Islamization we are talking about has taken place long ago. I think that person is just living in Glaucoko land, just like our leader Mazana Galo describes such people. Because when you take a look at what is happening and you don't even know where you are, that means you don't know where you are. And then the bias, you know, meaning or bido where my way or you understand? So if you don't know where the rain started, mama, you don't even know when the rain stop. They deal with you as well. So this morning I want us to see some things, and maybe we'll breeze into our Prime Minister's handle again this morning to see what our Prime Minister have tweeted so far today. And we will listen to our Prime Minister, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, address Bianca Ono. You know, in that address to Bianca Ono, he says something, and there is so that something makes a greater point, that makes a difference, that explains everything, that explained everything I mean to say. He said that Bianca Ono is a politician and we should respect that. That is what she has chosen. Bianca Ono is not different from any other person. Bianca Ono is just one person. So we must understand that Bianca no have her life to live. She has been a politician. This is not the first time. Bianca no have been accepting political positions. Bianca no have been accepting whatever comes. She has believed, though she asked for Biafran in some occasions, demanding which every other person do. We see people like Hope Uzodinma ask for freedom of Nnamdi Kanu and stop killing people in Biafra land or this or this. We've seen even Soludo, we've seen all of them, even if they are the main kingpin in what they are demanding for a stop. Yet you see them asking for stop. So Bianca No is just one person on her own doing what she is doing on her own. Everybody have their life to live. So you cannot say Bianca no because your husband is Ojukwu. Ojukwu was your husband. Ojukwu married the Ojukwu, began this Biafra. You must no. Bianca have her life to live, well as her children. They have their life to live. Even the children of Ojukwu. You know, Bianca is not the first wife of Ojukwu. Bianca is just the wife that Ojukwu married after he returned from Ivory Coast. So the children of Ojukwu are even now grandfathers and grandmothers. You should know that. So what you should be asking yourself, are they fighting for Biafra? So they have their life to live. Everybody, just like you, just like me, they might be fighting for Biafra in their own way. So you must not expect everybody to come out the way you are coming out or the way you have come out to fight. Everybody have their own method of fighting or system of fighting. So I greet every one of us this morning. I see Ike. Evan, I greet you, my brother. You're welcome. Good morning from here. Nolin in Dewo. Firstborn Biafra, I greet you. Dewo. Aluku Nabike, Ndewo, I greet you. Jududino. Uzamaka Nicholas, I greet everyone watching me anywhere you're watching me from this morning. My special greetings to you. I beg you for one thing, just try and like the video. Anywhere you're watching from, just try and like the video from anywhere you're watching from. Even if you don't like it, you can dislike. Just press something, press like or dislike. So quickly, I think it will be a good one if we start with our Prime Minister's tweet this morning. By the way, we see today sit at home going out successfully. Today sit at home is one of it is every day the thing they enter more powerful gear, more and the more they try to stop the thing don't green stop. The thing don't lose break. Oh. Hey! Emmanuel Ujibika, greet you. And they don't take love to keep me here. I see Mba yesterday, Peter Bob Enugu yesterday. Calling Enugu people disregard the call for sit at home. We will take appropriate measure or action. We are taking the greatest measure. We will bring to book the person that took out or neutralized or shoot what do you call him? King Ja, Ibo Ja, the musician. And I want to ask you, happy sit at home, faithful Azobo. They say that go to news, go to Nigeria news now. The news making run now is that our brother, that our celebrity, that our musician brother, what is his name? Ibocha, this man you're looking at, they are now making the news run that he died by accidental discharged bullet. This accidental discharged bullet was not one shot, was not two shots, was not three shots. This more than 5 shots. So the person that did this did it purposely, intentionally, making sure that he died. It wasn't a mistake. Had it been just a one shot that killed him, it would have been a different thing. But this person continued. And I want us to remember the Nigeria Police Force, Army Police Force, Army Force, Nigeria Police, all that uses arm in Nigeria have the right to purchase their own what do you call it, bullets. They buy their own bullets. That means this police officer that shot this man now, if he has been allotted if he was allotted if like 10 bullets was allotted to him in a month, he can buy 1,000 bullets if he has money. Now you ask yourself, how are they getting the money to buy these bullets? When you see them forcing you to ATM bank, ATM machine, taking your money by force, extorting people. You see them, you see today in Nigeria, we see them telling you in the Senate that Nigeria police and army are the ones selling arms and lending even uniforms to the criminals and to the terrorist organizations. We see that in the news. So now they make this money and they become power drunk at the point of gone, they can do anything. That's why they can tell you, I will shoot you and nothing will happen. And nothing will happen exactly when they shoot you. Like this, our brother, they don't shoot them now and nothing go happen. I'm telling you the truth. The only thing that will happen is me and you standing up. That is why I am saying that I am so disappointed at our people. When you don't see people like Flavor, Zopi, Michael, all our celebrities from Biafran land coming up to speak and condemn the killing of this young man that have just been taken away for no reason. His family, Anyidon, where are you? Anyidon, where are you? I thought you were a nice person that have compassion for things, for other people. Where are you today? We can't see you again. All of them have disappeared. They can't come out and talk. But one thing they fail to understand is that this is Nigeria turn by turn government, turn by turn calamity, turn by turn negativity. Today is this our brother's turn. Tomorrow, whose turn will it be? Because those that escaped yesterday will be the victims of today, and those that are going to escape today will be the victims of tomorrow. We all know this. We have been seeing this. We have been seeing people for he is not the people have been gone down severally, and nobody talked about them. Nobody said anything about them. It has become a norm, and we see them, we take them, we go home. It's just a normal thing. We are not moved again when our brothers are being removed at the point of gun by people that call themselves the people in uniform anyway. It's so painful. It's so shameful. Until our people be I want to tell us one thing. You see, this justice we cry for, the same time as we today stand up to demand justice for this young man, is the same time we are demanding justice for our own selves. Because when you hear justice for one, justice for all, this is all it's about. When you demand for justice of another, if that justice become established, you will not become a victim of injustice anymore, because getting justice is eliminating injustice. Getting justice is getting rid of injustice. This is what we must all know, and this is what we must all understand. Agree or no agree, not through me I talk. So today the sit at home continues.
As you can see, all plazas still remain under lock and key. Solidarity protests for Muslim unconditional release and for Biafran freedom. There is a referendum that is ongoing, and if you are a Biafran, a hardcore, if you haven't voted, go out there and vote. Vote for your freedom and freedom of your people. Muslim must be released, and it comes December 2nd. Biafra redeclaration is sacrosanct. This is on Saturday. Demand self-referendum. In a practical way.
Sorry, yeah. The sit at home continue to make waves, and why these people continue to fight against anything sit at home is to make themselves relevant. If you look, you will find out that they are no longer relevant. And the ones that succeed in
Overcrowded,
getting this sit at home
overinflated, Islam
silenced,
marketing was
they have succeeded in getting Mazenam Dekano silenced. And these, everybody, Biafrans have said, we are not going to allow this to happen. Just like we see Ifa Yoba did everything, went to every length to stop sit at home. Where is he today? Even I have learned yesterday from a breaking news I saw somewhere in the social media, but I don't know how authentic it is, that the people of Newi said Ifanyoba will not be buried in the land of Newi. That Ifanyoba should go and make right the things he did wrong. And we know he did so many wrong to so many people. He offended so many people. He stepped on so many toes. Yeah, he stepped on so many toes. That's the why that song that says, na bafedika babando kototo, kena lapumba nyawara, etu akaigesi na olu elu wankala, nani olo aikageji shetai, nani olo ai, nani olo ai, nani olo ai kageji shetai. When you finish living in this world, just like Ifanyoba, just like Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, just like Ezife, just like so many of them that are gone today, you will be remembered. But the point is that what will you be remembered for? Everybody is leaving a legacy. You know that? You see, we are only thinking that legacy is good ones. No, there are evil legacy, there are good legacy. Yeah. Ifanyoba today left legacy. Emmanuel Iwanyanwu left his own legacy. I want to tell you that legacy is not that you are rich, you are wealthy, you made it possible for your family to live on a platter of gold or corridors of power. No, that's not legacy. Legacy is when you see people like Ojukwu, huh? When you see people like a good legacy, I mean, when you see people like Ojukwu today, his family, nobody will allow you to do anything evil to the family. When you see people like Effiong, nobody will allow you to even insult the family. But when you want to insult people like people from the family of Azikiwe, nobody cares. People like from Aton Zeribe, nobody gives them. Nobody want to know. You understand what I'm saying? That's the kind of good legacy we're talking about. So if Anyoba have succeeded in leaving a legacy, now the question is this: what legacy did Ifanyoba leave? We always sometimes saw one boy we come out from South Africa or where he saying Ifanyoba tell him make him day free to the seller Relang forget of Ifanyoba Stadium. You see, so many bad things he has done. We also witnessed when Ifanyoba went to Lagos, Mandela's, Alaba, Aspanda in Lagos during the governorship election. He was chased away. The Biafrans there chased him away and said to him, go and bring back Nnamdi Kanu. You know what that means? They know him. You see, despite him coming out to deny, no, me, I don't know this. No, I'm innocent about this. People say to you, go and bring back Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know if I still have that video. I don't know if I have that video. So what I want us to know, we all know the video I'm talking about. We all have seen the video. It's not of today. This is about I think 2021. Think about 2021. So I want us all to wake up to the reality. You must be judged, either good or bad. It doesn't matter. You must be judged. You must be remembered. Whether you're a good man or you're a bad man, you must be remembered. Like today, we can always remember Governor Ezife as one that will always beg. And that reminds me, we'll watch something about begging also today. We'll watch something about Abaribe coming out too. They are still begging. You have begged, your fathers have begged, your generations have been begging. Till now, you are still begging. Hey, when are we going to realize that we can't achieve anything from begging? Hmm? When are we going to learn? When? May God have mercy on us. And then let's, like I said, we are now, let's just go to the table of Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Biafra Republic Prime Minister office or table. And here you see on the screen, just a few minutes, it won't take up to 5 minutes. Now you see, this is from Punch newspaper. There are indications that the Nigerian army may be currently experiencing an acute, not just shortage, acute of manpower due to the high number of those who voluntarily retired. Army begin enlisting ex-soldiers to bridge manpower shortage. You get that CBO. Let me tell you, the truth remains the truth. Nobody want to identify with Nigerian army again. Nobody. Everybody want to be free from what is called Nigerian army. People are not interested in getting recruited. Normally, if you get recruited into Nigerian army, you are not being paid well. You are not being well paid. They don't pay you well. Your salary are not fat. You are fighting for the people that sit in the House of Senate to discuss cows and the Islamization that collect 28 million naira a month. People that the allowance of their housemaid is about 250,000 naira, and the you that is an army is having 50,000 naira. Hey, think now, think. Police 50,000 naira, army 50,000 naira, and the common housemaid, cleaner, wait there for house of a senator, they receive over 400 or 200,000 naira. Check them now. So when you hear acute shortage, more shortages coming because more people are going down. I'm telling you, more people are leaving. These are the ones that voluntarily retired. Many people ran away. Many people mostly those in Marine, they escaped. When even as long as the ship landed in Cotonou, in Ghana, anywhere outside Nigeria, they found themselves, they escaped. That will show you how beautiful and how good and greasy the salary and good the country is. The army, the police are nothing good to write home. Money man on the work. I greet you. I greet anybody. Every one of us, as you are watching me, anywhere you are watching me from, I greet you. I beg you, do me a favor and like. If you are watching from Facebook and Twitter, retweet, like and share. We continue. Let's continue to see what is happening. Okay. Bakassi, so many things are happening. So many things happened. Okay, I think that Bakassi should be the last one. Let's watch this. Let's watch this Bakassi news.
From Cameroon, Biafra also within the Senate that they should go and fight again to take Bakassi from Cameroon. Biafra also are planning to take Bakassi from Cameroon. I don't know what is happening. I don't know because Biafra, the leaders of the Biafra nation say they have asked the government of Cameroon or Cameroonians to withdraw from Bakassi totally. Meaning today Bakassi belongs to Nigeria or Bakassi belongs to Biafra. And this is a problem coming. I keep on calling the attention of the government of Cameroon. They should not sleep over this issue of Bakassi. They should not. Because Nigeria, they are planning to come back. In Biafra, they are planning. Up to the point where they have said they have sent information that Cameroonians, so we cannot blame that only 5% Cameroonians are there. Maybe they are threatening their lives there. And then they say, we asked them severally to withdraw completely from Bakassi, stop oil exploitation, and also not to force our people to pay tax. And this is the very reason that the governor of the Southwest region mentioned, Okala Bila mentioned that they kidnapped the divisional officer because he was asking them to pay tax. So they never wanted to pay tax because they are claiming that it is their territory. Even if it is their territory, you don't pay tax to your government. And illegally, the United Nations hand over the territory to Cameroon. So far as you are there, you have to pay tax to Cameroon until when it will legally be handed over back to Nigeria. Then you pay your tax to Nigeria or hand over to Biafra, pay your tax to Biafra. That is what I have to say here. I repeat it again. And also not to force our people to pay tax to them as against the Green Tree Agreement. The Green Tree Agreement is an agreement that was signed between Nigeria and Cameroon before Bakassi was given to Cameroon. So we will look through that Green Tree Agreement maybe in our next video or any other video. Even though the agreement was between them and Nigeria, they are forcing our people to become their citizens, which is also against the Green Tree Agreement. I refuse this particular statement because I don't believe that there is any nation anywhere that will force a foreigner to become their own citizen. There is no way. So what I am telling Cameroon is the only way to stop this is to make sure that you regulate the population in a Bakassi Peninsula. If you still allow Nigeria to dominate, that they make 95% of the population there, then problem will come one day. They will stand one day and remove all Cameroonians there. And when they remove all Cameroonians there, you cannot claim a territory where you do not have a single person there who is a Cameroonian. That cannot happen. So the government of Cameroon should take note of this. He went ahead and said, well, when one party continue to violate an agreement, the people will take the laws into their hands. So today, the Biafra militants in Bakassi, today, the government of Cameroon is not respecting the Green Tree Agreement. So that is why they are coming in now to help. The Green Tree Agreement did not say that Cameroon will withdraw from Bakassi. It did not say that. The Green Tree Agreement did not say that Cameroon will not exploit Bakassi. It did not say that. The Green Tree Agreement hand over Bakassi to Cameroon totally, and Cameroon has the right to collect taxes from anybody in Bakassi. Cameroon has the right to exploit resources found in Bakassi. Cameroon has the right to send people and his people to occupy Bakassi. That is the this I'm giving to the Biafra. And the next thing, if Biafra truly want to take Bakassi, they should first of all fight, achieve their own independence. When they achieve their independence, then they should fight for another land. Focus on one battle. If you don't create another one, that in which you will not handle. That is the message I'm sending out. We all are fighting for freedom.
Now, I want to ask a question. Ijoma, but I greet you, Ijoma, my dear. Ijoma, can I now, Ugo, come and carry your property, go give Johnson Paul? Is it possible? And they say that I am Ugo, I am the authority, and I have the right to give Ijoma's property today to Johnson Paul. It will only work in my mouth, and it is what is called 419 scam. Cameroon should know that Nigeria scammed them. Cameroon should know that the Bakassi we are talking about is not a property belonging to Nigeria, but a property belonging to Biafra. So Cameroon don't have right to tax the people, subjecting the people to a form of slavery, that you must pay tax, and the tax they are subjecting them to pay is not just ordinary tax as ordinary Cameroonians are paying. Subjugation, they are like trying to make them feel, not that they make them feel, they suppress them, they marginalize them, they minus them, yet they tax them. Just the same way they minus me and you from Nigeria, yet they are tasking and milking us. And from Cameroon, they are doing the same thing to our brothers in Bakassi. Because the same go on, una talk say go on, forgive, go on, it's good to forgive now. It has been long. Go on have not asked you for forgiveness. Go on have not shown remorse. Go on have not regretted his act, his deed. Gowon was the one that gave this Bakassi willingly, single-handedly to Cameroon. Gowon have not repented and said, Cameroon, I beg, these people where I sign a give una, no be me suppose sign them. The people, how can you cut off some people from a land and dash another country? Where that one they happen? And you say UN carry and give you. Can UN carry America and dash Cuba? Is that possible? UN today we're talking about. Do the United Nations, do they have the power to call some part of United States and they say, Cuba, this side of United States today belong to you? Is it possible? Or is it possible that the United Nations today will wake up in the morning and they say, okay, Ghana, we are cutting off this part of Togo from today. You are in Ghana. Is that possible? We don't reason because we, like Mazen Nandi Kanu said, the black man, you call them, I know the Greeks say we be black man, the black skin or dark hair people, black hair, their brain also they dark and they know the reason, they know the thing. How can you say that you now, you as a human being now, I don't know, Divine Precious, your name is Divine Precious. Maybe you have 5 children. I will come tomorrow and they say 2 of your children are no longer the children of Divine Precious. The 2 of them belong to Stella Ojukwu. Is that possible? People living in their ancestral land, you cut them into 2, give some to the other people because of your selfish desire or interest of intimidating others. And today, the same person that did this is carrying Bible all over. You see, when I tell you, you see why I hate all these people carrying Bible. You see why? I don't like the manner they present this Bible. I don't like the manner they tell you about God. Demons talk about God, you believe them. When demons come out to preach God is when people embrace them. When you see the real men of God preaching God to you, you ignore them. But the demons will come out. The King James we are talking about today, the King James is the person, the chief slave trader. Chiefs, go and read his history and find out how many places he have his market square where he gathers people to buy, to sell as slaves. And who are these people he gathered? Us, we. Yet today we are the highest buyer, highest purchaser, highest occupier, highest owners of his Bible. The man that sold our fathers, the man that enslaved us, that the man that shunned our ancestors and took them away to slavery in other land. Today, we are patronizing his book in the name of Bible. Go and check. We Africans are the highest owners. If one person said, before I used to have up to 4 Bibles. I'm not lying. It's true. I have to. There was a time I have to be writing organizations to give me Bible. So I will go out, whoever I see, do you have Bible? I will dash. While in Swiss, I dash about 3 people, different Bibles. I used to have plenty Bibles. I read. I'm not saying you should not read Bible. It's good to read Bible and get the knowledge. But don't be carried away by what people tell you. Yeah, not only homo, he also the one where they follow touch small children. What did they call P, you know the other one now. I know go call and finish. P. So all these things are what we should know. When somebody carry Bible, make him talk truth. At least truth. Talk am. So go on carrying Bible today, preaching to you. He has not done restitution. He has not even asked for forgiveness. He has not even repented. He is even ready to do more of what he did yesterday. And today, he is telling you, we are one. We are not one, no. Me, I don't believe in that kind of oneness. Me, I don't follow for that kind of oneness. Of course, now, as a King TV, I greet you. He's taking it by force. By force. As the king, he said what? If you people can use all this noise you people are making on social media to acquire weapons, you as a king, what have you done? What have you done? I'm asking you. What have you done? What have you done for Biafra to come? You want to go and sit at home. How much have you donated? How much have you contributed? Show me your platform at least where you are encouraging people to contribute towards Biafra. Today, go and acquire weapon. Tomorrow, you as a king will be the one that will come out again and say, you are fighting against yourself. Igbo killing Igbo. Someone Ekpa is fighting police. Someone Ekpa is killing police. The same people. Today, use your power, use your mouth, go and acquire weapon. You see you? I beg, make it come on for road. Come on for road. Make we move on. So I don't believe in what they are doing. To you, na lie. As a king, na lie. You know they do nothing. You know do nothing. You be sabo. You be sabo. So continuing, where is okay, our Prime Minister is here. Where is his platform? We'll continue here. So the Cameroonian, listen, we continue to tell you, they are crying and they will continue to cry. They are telling you that
Nigerian to against the population of Idabaso, who are 95% Nigerian, to release the GO. It is well established that the GO was kidnapped with the complicities of some so-called Nigerian businessmen who refuse to comply with the laws of the Republic in their illegal activities. They refuse to pay the taxes, and once the GO want to carry his job out, representative of the state, first of all, to fight the illegal activities, and second, to request the payment of taxes, he has been attacked, kidnapped, and carried to Nigeria. It's well established that he is now in Nigerian territories. We have received all the indications. So I came to tell the Nigerian community that they should release the GO. I gave them 72 hours. And while waiting, all the activities here in Idabato and the surrounding area are closed.
You know, These 72 hours, this 72 hours now has gone beyond
I gave the
2 weeks. 2 weeks don't pass since these 72 hours. 2 weeks don't pass yet. He never do anything. You are asking, he said one funny thing. He said that in Nigeria, they took him to Nigeria. No, they did not take him to Nigeria. He is still there. He is in Bakassi there. He is in Biafra land, not Nigeria. He is there in Biafra land. And he is saying that they must pay the tax. So now I want you to ask yourself, are they taxing these people with the same manner they tax every other Cameroonian? This is one thing you should ask yourself. Is it the same manner, level, height, amount of tax they tax the people? Why is it that their own tax is too much? Because they know that they are not part of them. So they have seen them as slaves they will maltreat and extract and milk. You understand? Okay? As a king, I beg you, stop distracting me. You are distracting me. I don't like it. You are not supporting what I'm doing, because if you are supporting what I'm doing, you should not come here and tell me that I should use all this noise I'm making on social media to go and acquire arms. Because through this noise I am making, I've been able to convince so many people to join in contributing towards the acquiring of these arms you're talking about. If I keep quiet, you wouldn't be here. Many people wouldn't be here. Many people wouldn't have known that there is anything Biafra. Many people would have gone on to believe what Nigeria media give them out there. So what I'm doing here is very needful. Okay? Media is one of the most powerful tools we need in this freedom restoration. Like it or leave it. So I beg you, not the distract me. It's either you join us or you leave us. It's been long. We don't talk about these people that come to distract us again. I saw you as a king. I thought you. I don't know you to be. If I had known you to be one of those that come purposely to distract, I would just remove you. I will just block you, or I will insult you. But I'm not in that manner. I'm not of that manner. I just want you to know that what we are doing is the needful, okay? You have to preach to bring Biafra. Biafra must come, whether you like it or not. We must bring Biafra. It's through this our mouth. They say what they do with the social media freedom fighters. Through this our social media freedom fighters, we've been able to organize Biafran army. We've been able to organize Biafra government. They said now he is government in exile. Yes, we are government in exile. And through this government in exile, remember our prime minister said everything is one step at other. You will not force him and his government into your own way or your system. He have his own way and system, just like Mandela have his own way, just like Gandhi had his own way, just like every other country that had their freedom did. They used their own brain. They did not say when South Africa was when Mandela was fighting for freedom, he did not go and say, Gandhi of India, I'm going to use your own manner, your own system to bring freedom in South Africa. No, he didn't do that. He did not go to America and they say, Martin Luther King. He did it his own way. When Martin Luther King was fighting for the people of African Americans, he did it in his own way with the wisdom and intelligence given to him by God to do that. So we must not copy people to live. We must learn to live within our capacity. Use waiting day here, common sense. Now waiting God, now waiting Zabdiah column. And that common sense is the most powerful tool you can use. So our prime minister is doing it in his own way. Don't those people that will say, is this how Rajiv Gandhi did? Is this how Mandela? Is this? No, we are not interested. That is the person you call. That person name is not even Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is not even from South Africa, not from India, not from America, not from Morovia, not from Croatia. No, he is from Biafra. Punto. So we move on, bro. We move on. So now I want us to say this before we go to our prime minister's speech to Bianca Ono. Let us say this.
The Southeast feels very much shortchanged by the president's actions, and the reason they are very, very angry at this time is not because anything has changed in terms of the number of Southeast ministers. The Southeast had 5 ministers. The Southeast had 5 ministers. And then the president showed the Minister of Women Affairs the door. He didn't reappoint a Southeasterner to replace Uju Kennedy, the Minister of Women Affairs that was asked to go. Instead, the president brought in a minister, the former Minister of State for Police Affairs, Iman Suleiman Ibrahim. You know, she's from Kefi local government, and she's the second woman to be made minister from Nasarawa State after Patricia Akwashiki. And she was the first woman to be appointed Minister of State for Police Affairs. Now she's been asked to replace Uju Kennedy. Mr. President then replaced, in the real sense of the word, the immediate past Women Affairs Minister with Bianca Ojukwu. You know, Bianca Ojukwu will now serve as Minister of State in the Foreign Affairs Ministry. So they are not happy because a substantive minister from the Southeast was removed, and a Southeasterner was appointed, but in her capacity as Minister of State. You know? So right now, their anger is further fueled by the fact that Ogun State alone now has 4 ministers. So their argument is, why should an entire region produce just 5 ministers when a state will have 4 ministers? This is the anger of our people in the Southeast. And just as Senator Abadibe said, the Igbos want fairness and equity, which are in the Constitution. They are saying, treat us as you are treating everyone else. Why does the president continue to overlook our region? So, if you look at Section 14, subsection 3 of the Constitution, which deals with the matter of federal character principle, they can't explain why it will appear that a section, a geopolitical zone of our country.
Anyway, as a king, I've heard you, my brother. It's okay. It's just by the way. Now let's move. You see, there is one thing people don't understand though. Some people know that understand anything at all till today. People like Abaribe, as intelligent and as smart as that man, Abaribe. Honestly, jokes apart, Abaribe is one of the people I respect for being intelligent. Now, when you see people like Abaribe at this point, still asking for equality, still asking for justice, still asking for equal right, still asking for do me like you do my brother, I wonder if he is okay. You heard him tell you here now, you heard the newscaster or the journalist tell you only Ogun State have 4 ministers. And the you in the whole Biafra land have 4. Only Ogun State, and the you have 5 ministers. And you have not asked yourself really, how many states? The country have as 5 states, you know? You 5 states, not even one state, 1 minister. No. All of you 5 together produced 4 or so, while Ogun State outnumbers you all. Only 1 state. We have not talked about Lagos. We have not talked about how what are they said Ogun. Let me not go on that. I can't remember the Yoruba, Kwara, and so on and so forth. You know, all of them have their ministers. We know that this is Yoruba administration, and there are so many ministers from Yoruba land. But that's not what we're talking about. Even during the past regimes, you have been witnessing the same thing. And today, Abaribe is still crying, begging for equality. This is something you know you cannot get. Even in dream, you will not get. Even in dying and raising up again, reincarnating again, if reincarnation is there, you will reincarnate and meet the same place, the same thing, the same situation, unless you take your freedom by force. So Abaribe today asking for equal right. You have not gotten any equal right. You have not gotten anyone. You can never get it. Yesterday, it was a cry for presidency. After yesterday, it was cry for vice presidency. After that, it was a cry for Senate presidency. After that, it was cry for deputy Senate presidency. After that, it's cry for ministers. After that, you have never gotten anyone. You have never gotten anyone. How many years are you going to keep crying? We watch the older people cry for this same thing until they grow older and die. You still wake up and want to continue doing the same thing. Is it foolishness? Listen, I'm not saying people like Abaribe or other politicians should come and join us in fighting for Biafra. No, because they have already eaten Amwebele Haji war. So that's like I used to tell you that when they go behind the doors, they will shut their doors and begin to pray, God, please help us that this Biafra will come, that we may be free from this cloak on our neck. Oh God, please. Oh God, bring Biafra. Let Nigeria end. Oh, may they no kill me, because they are all scared of their lives in Nigeria. You think Abaribe don't know that there is no freedom in Nigeria? You think Abaribe don't know that there is no injustice? You think he don't know that there is no rule of law? They know all this, but they cannot do anything about it. It's beyond them. Nigeria, they overwhelm everybody. Just like today, we see the news where Tinubu, and I think it will be good, before we continue to our Prime Minister, one AU, one goat. Don't worry, before we come to that, let's just listen to this news. because it's the good if they do one, make we do the other. Where they, I think, Tinubu got ministers convoy. Okay, I just want you to see, when you see these people, they will come and then you think they are human beings. Tinubu Pekin, they use presidential jet. Tinubu Pekin, they use Nigeria presidential jet. They tell you they scrap up the ministers, our first lady's office. First lady office, they have allotted millions, billions, I mean to say, to the first lady's office, and billions to the cow ministry office. And we are here deliberating Simon Ekpa is our problem. Is Simon Ekpa the reason why you don't have fuel in Nigeria? No, let's just face the facts. Is it Simon Ekpa that brought your no fuel in Nigeria? Is it Simon Ekpa? Is Simon Ekpa the reason why you are hungry in Nigeria? Is it Simon Ekpa? Is it Simon Ekpa that created the passport for cow? Is it Simon Ekpa that established this ministry for cow? Is it Simon Ekpa that eliminated this our brother? Is it Simon Ekpa that caused your military to run away? Why are you bringing Simon Ekpa into this situation or scene that has nothing to do with it? Listen to this news. Where is it? Let's listen.
Who wrote, "This may be a good beginning if the following are equally reduced. 1. Number of trips out of the capital. 2. Unnecessary workshop that doesn't add to national efficiency. 3. Balance."
In 17 months, it will have become 19, I think. Because the statement by Mr. Policy.
Fantastic, fantastic, Dr. Abati. You cannot be more correct. Lead by example. Rufy.
So Dr. Abati here always tells a story of when they went to the Netherlands to make, it was Mark Rutte then, the Prime Minister
Yes.
of the Netherlands. I want everybody watching me out there to please check the GDP of the Netherlands. And the Prime Minister was riding a bicycle. And also, please check the GDP of Nigeria. And President Tinubu just bought a big jet for himself.
Yeah.
The first way to cut cost of governance is to cut that jet off. That plane is too big, Oji. The government has not given us in calculative cost how much it costs to fuel that jet for every trip he takes. We need to be able to get to the end of that matter. Secondly, we've talked about how bloated the cabinet is.
Yeah.
But even some decisions, bringing about a livestock ministry, which should be normally under the agricultural ministry.
We've talked about it. Under agriculture,
and
yes.
You are trying to subsume a Niger Delta ministry, which is the key productive part of this country. Most of the forex of this country come from that Niger Delta ministry. So you wonder how we're thinking.
Yeah.
And most of the hitherto cuts that they've made in government, how has it changed anything? Did they even follow the cuts? The office of the First Lady, the other day, she was telling porkies by saying that, nothing comes to our office. But we found out that it was all porkies, that over billions were allocated for her to buy cars. Also, all sorts of
billions were allocated for her to buy cars only, not to equip the office, not to pay her workers. I want us to know what is involved in this ministry creation. When you create a ministry, office of the First Lady is now a ministry. Office of the daughter of the president is now a ministry. Office of the son of the president is now a ministry. And I want you to know that each of these ministries have people that work there. And everybody that works there gets paid at the end of the month. They get their allowances at the end of the month. They get their car allowances. They get their official cars. And where are these funds coming from? You need to finish up now. You the way to make I tell you where the fund is coming from. No, jokes apart. Kloyoshi, where are the funds coming from? Kennedy, office of the first daughter. We will probably have office of second, third, and the last daughter, and office of daughter-in-law. Who knows those that have been established in secret and allowances are being given to, allocation are being given to? Pure water seller go pay tax, you can go pay billionaire. Are you seeing the subjugation? Are you seeing the country we are talking about? You create your office of the wife of the president. And the office of the wife of the president, Wedi Kingo, have billions allotted to buy cars alone, to go in convoy, and when they are passing, the same poor man that his money was taken from him to pay them will be asked to stand off. Sometimes for hours, there will be traffic that will not move an inch for hours because Tinubu or wife or son is passing or daughter. These are the people that extract milk from you in the name of taxpayers' money to live. They are now parasites. Nigeria has become family business in the hands of Tinubu. Are you getting the message? But they will tell you, nothing, the office is being scrapped, nothing, we already reached, we just want to. Are you helping Nigerian by acquiring an office or appointing secretaries and special advisors and the drivers to your wife in the name of first lady or wife of president, and they have some of billions of money, if not trillions, allotted to them to run the offices, to run their own secretariats? The wife, the daughter, the son, and then the cow ministry as well.
I want everybody watching me out there to please check the GDP of the Netherlands. And the Prime Minister was riding a bicycle. And also, please check the GDP of Nigeria. And President Tinubu just bought a big jet for himself.
Yeah.
The first way to cut cost of governance is to cut that jet off. That plane is too big, Oji. The government has not given us in calculative cost how much it costs to fuel that jet for every trip it takes. We need to be able to get to the end of that matter. Secondly, we've talked about how bloated the cabinet is.
Yeah.
But even some decisions, bringing about a livestock ministry, which should be normally under the agricultural ministry.
We've talked about it. Under agriculture,
and
yes.
You are trying to subsume a Niger Delta ministry, which is the key productive part of this country. Most of the forex of this country come from that Niger Delta ministry. So you wonder how we're thinking.
Yeah.
And most of the hitherto cuts that they've made in government, how has it changed anything? Did they even follow the cuts? The office of the first lady, the other day, she was telling porkies by saying that, nothing comes to our office. But we found out that it was all porkies, that over billions were allocated for her to buy cars. Also, all sorts of government shenanigans, projects and everything. Recently, we brought out a stat that says how many billion was spent on getting visas for government officials.
Yes, that's what
the true cost of government, cutting cost of government starts with President Tinubu. He needs to cost his cost.
Yes.
All the money that comes to the presidency need to be slashed in half.
Yep.
President Tinubu, you and your wife said you were rich already. Take up some of these bills. Right. The same president that his son was using presidential jets, wasn't it?
I saw that video. Yeah, talking about the visa story.
Use personal money to run Nigeria.
Yes. Well,
I'm not saying you should use his personal money. No. I'm saying because of your own personal money, cut some of these luxurious costs. We can't afford your lifestyle. We knew you were already rich before. You had your own private jet before you came to be president of Nigeria.
Rufai,
We're saying cut your own lifestyle. We can't afford your luxuries.
Rufai, talking about the private jet, somebody just sent me a video of the Singaporean PM, Lawrence Wong, traveling on a commercial flight after state protocols. But I mean, I know that it's going to be a huge, a far-fetched idea for Nigeria for now, for using, I mean, commercial.
British PM flies British Airways.
British Airways. Yes. This is the Singaporean PM flying commercial. But I mean,
sell off that big jet. Call the likes of Ekpa or other Nigerian airlines. Tell them to allot one jet that you can use for your foreign travels. Sell off that big jet. It's too costly, too expensive for us.
Well, a good point as well, Rufai. It was 44 million naira in 1 month on visas for presidential aid. I mean, come on. Something's got to give, as we always say.
Some of those visas are sometimes given.
Nigeria go survive. Africa go survive. Nigeria go survive, boo. Nigeria go survive. Are you listening? 44 billion naira every month gone to AIDS. How much are being spent on teachers, civil servants? Is it up to 44 billion naira? Only presidential jet, only presidential head. Nigeria go survive, Tinubu go. If you are still waiting for Nigeria to survive, I want you to know that Andrew don't shake out. Andrew heard the song and came back to Nigeria and died in Nigeria. Had Andrew remained in United States, he wouldn't have died. He would have grown old. So when you hear your name, don't check out to, oh boy, run, no, don't come back. I'm telling you, don't go back to that place. So the day you go back is the day you have signed. In short, if you are going back, begin to look for the size of your box and the size of, begin to dig your ground small. Every day you wake up, use your hand, dig them the way you like. So that when you finish by, you go just enter Kurokuro, you no go disturb anybody. Because you were living comfortably in a lawful, a land filled with milk and honey. Not even filled with milk and honey. A land that have rule of law, justice, equity, rule of law. You live you say you want to go Nigeria because I know how many people in Nigeria that are billionaires. They have what gives them money in Nigeria, but they live there. They run out. People were managing it for them, and they are living abroad because environment is number one. Environment is number one. Excuse me. We continue. Let's quickly go to this other other video. You see, when you think say you don't see and finish, you know say you never see anything. I want us to listen to this.
Make of the agitations of IPOB, and what should the government be doing to address these agitations?
Look at this man's face. I have to remove us from Facebook because I must be saying things. Now, I don't know how many of us are watching from Facebook. Only 4 people. These 4 of us, if you can join us in YouTube, I beg, or Twitter. I beg. I'm just going off Facebook now. All right. Okay, so just look at the man. When you look at his face, you see him. I want you to listen because I will not want to interject or interrupt him talking. I would like to let you listen, allow you listen. Even what he said about Nnamdi Kanu will shock you. Even what he said will shock you. Listen to him.
The question you should always ask is this: what do they want? Okay? If you ask them what do they want, I think that will solve these problems. It's something, Nigeria, we have 36 states of the Federation and Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, and one region, or not, I wouldn't say one region. An individual wake up one day and say, okay, no, we're breaking out. Since it doesn't have the support of the majority, I think it's something that you and I know it will not fly. But I think the person the military should go after is Simon Ekpa. Because that guy is in Finland causing problems for these young people. And for military, you cannot just hold the nation to ransom because you say you are agitating. No. Now, we have agreed to live together. If you go across the nation, you know, we are living together as one family. But because some politicians decided to say, okay, let's take advantage of the weakness of certain people by invading this territory, I think this issue should not.
I beg. I want to make you ask this goatee. You have agreed to live together with who? Do you see how some we come out to deceive people? Simon Ekpa! When they hear about Simon Ekpa, they are angry. Why? They are bitter. They are bitter. Why? Because Simon Ekpa have opened the eyes of the people. When you also hear how when he talk about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he is coming to that. Very bitter. Why is he bitter? When you ask him now, what has Simon Ekpa done to you? He will tell you he's buying people in Biafra land. He first of all told you that they have agreed to live together as one. And I am asking you, Triple M, you and this man who went into agreement, I don't know that. Triple M, is it you with this man? Ojus Invest, is it you? Cleo Yoshi, is it you? Divine Precious, is it you? Worthy King, who went into agreement with this man? OC Incorporated, who is here? Thank God. I want to know who went into agreement with this man that is boldly coming here like a goat, frustrated goat that lack female goat, coming here to tell you that he went into agreement to live as one Nigeria. You see how they pass wrong information to people. This is why you need this media to prove them wrong by passing wrong narrative to our people. And when people hear this, they will believe that this is true. If they have agreed to live as one people, why are these people making noise about Biafra and so on? Because this is what they're doing. Selling lies, selling negativities to the world. That is why we must continue to do everything possible. I am asking, honestly, even our fathers did not go into agreement with them, the British. I beg you, share this video for me or like this video for me. If you are watching from Twitter, share this video. This is the wrong narrative. You see, our Prime Minister will always tell you the narratives of yesterdays. We must keep making it clear to our people that these people are lying. Do you see the way he's telling you that we have all agreed to live together as one, and Simon Ekpa is here now trying to disturb our peace? Do you have peace as people? Do you have peace where you can walk from Monday to Monday, from 1st to 31st, yet you cannot put a cup of rice on your table? And you say you have peace. Do you have peace when you will work and after the end of the month you cannot get your salary, even if the salary cannot pay your house rent, yet somebody will deny you your salary, and you are here telling us you have agreed to live together in peace? you can imagine lies and devilish lies from pit of hell. They are telling people.
Not be brought forward again. We should allow the military to do their job. If you want to across the nation, you know, we are living together as one family. But because some politicians decided to say, okay, let's take advantage of the weakness of certain people by invading this territory, I think this issue should not be brought forward again.
Who is invading who? This is the question our Prime Minister asked him. Is it we Biafra that invaded Nigeria or Nigeria that is invading us? You see, when they come here to lie, they will forget the narrative they want to lie on about. Honestly, he's now saying that Simon Ekpa is invading people, taking advantage of the less privileged people with their lack of information. So this information he is passing here is the truthful information, the rightful information he wants to pass to the people. So Simon is now invading people. Who is Simon Ekpa invading? Have you ever? This is the same way Gowon with his people invaded Biafra land. Today, the narrative is that Ojukwu went to war. Go and read the history. That's why I always ask people, don't conclude things you don't know. Make sure you know very well. Ojukwu was in Biafra land with the Biafrans when Gowon invaded and they start fighting them. Then they started defending themselves. Just the same way we are peacefully in our land and Nigeria army came today. And we are still defending ourselves. The same thing has not stopped. And Gowon is telling you to continue.
Again, we should allow the military to do their job. If you want to come against the territorial integrity of Nigeria, the military, they are there, you know, to track you down. So I believe it's a commendable effort. We should encourage the military to do more, but at the same time, they should go after that Simon Ekpa, who is causing problems for some of these young people.
Now, secessionist agitations are not just peculiar to the southeast alone. We had the agitations for the Yoruba nation in the west, and of course on the front burner at some point. Now, how important are strong traditional institutions in confronting these issues?
The right to self-determination is nothing that is wrong. Even getting independence as a nation was a product of agitation for self-determination, though as a nation. But when people begin to turn non-violent agitations into the kind of agitations or situation we are witnessing in the Southeast, then it calls for serious concern. And I think elders, stakeholders, genuine stakeholders within such community and society must continually speak against activities such like the activities of ESN. These are people who have not only taken up arms against the Nigerian state, but against their own people, suppressing and oppressing the people they claim to be agitating for.
Are you seeing the narrative they are passing? That you are suppressing the people you claim to be agitating for. Nobody is fighting internal war. Like you always hear our Prime Minister come out to tell you that this is war against the intruders in our land. They cannot sit down to discuss how Nigerian military, navy, air force, police have invaded our land, mounting roadblocks. They cannot discuss why do you have navy roadblocks in Biafra land. They cannot discuss why you have air force roadblocks in our land. The only place in this life you will have navy roadblock, air force roadblock is in Biafra land. You see him? Look at them. When you see them talking, you will know them.
Look at the situation in the Southeast today. Nobody goes out on Monday, the most important economic day of the week. Citizens are killed by the same people who are agitating for self-determination on behalf of the same citizens. There's a total failure of law and order regarding the operation of these characters.
Those areas.
And elders, leaders, particularly from that region, must continue to speak. And it's commendable that a lot of them have been speaking in the past. God bless the memory of late Chief Wanya, who on a number of occasions have come out openly to denounce and dissociate the Southeast. But I think more political leaders from the Southeast need to come out and continually speak again.
Did you hear him? More political leaders. They are not asking for the people to cry out. They want politicians to cry out. What happens in a situation like this should have been, you as a journalist go there to Biafra land and ask the people, have you seen any Nigerian media go to Biafra land with their microphone? What do you think about this situation? What is your problem? Is Simon Ekpa your problem? They will not do that. They will sit down here to call journalists, to call politicians to speak for the people they have oppressed. How do you think people like Iwenyamu that is appointed by Nigeria will speak against Nigeria? How do you think people appointed by Nigeria like Ojo Zokalo, Hopu Zodema, and the rest of them, how do you think they will come and tell you the truth about what the people are going through? They will not. They will only tell you what they want Nigeria, what Nigeria want them to tell you. They will not tell you what the people want them to tell you. At the first place, they have never represented the people, both in the Senate, both anywhere. They have never.
Against the activities of these characters, masquerading as, self-determination fighters for the Southeast people.
All right, Mr. Garba, we really don't have that much time. Now, in 30 seconds, looking at the sit-at-home order into this conversation, right? The government and the military have promised to protect the people, but the people do not still feel convinced. Do you think the continued detainment of Nnamdi Kanu is a factor? Just in 30 seconds, quickly.
Listen.
No, it's not. I don't see it as a big factor. I think the people are affected, by this development of saying, people, you must sit at home, to demonstrate for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu committed a federal offense, so he's facing his charges in the court. It's the duty of.
Do you see this wicked moron, wicked Ekwensu? That Nnamdi Kanu committed a federal offense. This is actually the point I want us to listen to. That he should face the law. What law? Is this God not aware that the court have said that this man has done nothing? Is this he not aware that the court cannot judge him? Court cannot do anything. Nigeria is wrong by touching the man, the apple of God's eye, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And he is, you see, when people are desperately wicked, when you hear that the heart of men, not even heart of men, but the heart or the men or their like who are desperately wicked, you look for something like this thing on the screen. Look at him.
For the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu committed a federal offense, so he's facing his charges in the court. It's the duty of the state governors, to come in and intervene. Let them come out openly to tell us, are they with Nnamdi Kanu or they are with their people? Let us stop all this conspiracy of silence. Yes.
All right. Thank you much. Thank you so much, Mr.
Are you getting the message? When I listened to this yesterday, the team pepper me. I said, no, only me go pepper. Begg follow pepper or not. But that is the truth. That is the truth. And this is the way some people are angry for nothing. This is the way people are angry over things that has nothing to do with them. Why are you angry? Why do you want Nigeria to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in dungeon? He asked this man now. He said that Nnamdi Kanu committed a federal offense. What offense did Nnamdi Kanu commit? I don't know if he's a lawyer, but the people we saw as lawyers have come out to tell you that if you look this man from beginning to the end, you no go see anything way do. Even the judge of appeal court and the judges, even Binta Nyako, are biased. They don't know what to judge, and yet Nigeria want them to judge. And Binta Nyako is telling you, I cannot judge anything because I can't see what to condemn this man for. Just the same way they took Jesus Christ to Pilate, and Pilate is saying, this man you want me to condemn, I no see anything to condemn him for. My hand did no day, make on a carry and go. That's what they're doing. Concerning our Prime Minister address to Clement Ndewo, our Prime Minister address to Ojukwu Bianca. He can cry even ocean, not only river. Making cry Atlantic Ocean even, I no care. So we go listen to our Prime Minister right now as he address Bianca Ojukwu. So let's go. You no talk? No, you must talk. You must talk. God, hold on. Let me see. Why now? Hold on. Let me see the way to bring it here. We have to listen to it.
All Biafrans all over the globe that have joined us today, and those that will be joining later. The interlude we just played has just explained a little about the Prime Minister that will take the stage in some seconds. I implore all of you to join me as I present to you the Obato, the Agone Chamber 1 of Biafra land, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, the only Prime Minister of the Biafran government, the man that everyone seek his head on the spike, the man they want to kill, because after the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he suffers to become light and hope to the Biafran people. May I present to you the Universal Ambassador of Peace, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku. The Biafran people await your presence. They will from here. A standing ovation to the Prime Minister as he takes the stage.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister Sonny. Thank you very much, everyone. Good evening, members of the cabinet. Good evening, admins of Biafra, Liazen in different states of the United States. I welcome all of you, the cabinet members, ministers and head of department of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile and the Biafra de facto government in the homeland. Good evening from here. It's another honor to be with you today in the U.S. town hall meeting. The enemies are quaking and have all seated in their various gossiping locations to watch again how we fund our liberation, because that is the biggest mystery to them today. You've seen them releasing research, articles, and many papers on how Biafra government is funding its liberation. They took their time to start analyzing, researching on our fundraising, and at the same time, including the views we've had on Twitter. They themselves have posted and published their own finding that my ex-posts have over 226 million views on X alone. So they can understand the magnitude of what Biafrans are doing globally. And I've challenged them to publish their own drug lord criminal president Tinubu views. Let us see who is interested in listening to a convicted criminal in the United States. My fellow Biafrans, I want you all to understand that our freedom is here.
I will never change
my speech today will be very brief, and I hope. But I would like to point and touch many places and many issues. One is that I want to use this opportunity and medium to send a warning to Bianca Ojukwu to stay clear from anything sabotage against Biafra. If she wants to continue to have her peace, Biafra people will not look at anybody that stand on their way to freedom. Her husband led the war when Nigeria declared war against Biafra people. The great Iroko of Biafra, which is her late husband, commanded Biafra armed forces. And of course, he was the president of Biafra during that 3 years of genocide. So, we are not going to trade our freedom for anything political position, because a lot of people have expected me to react on the so-called frivolous appointment of Bianca Ojukwu. The reason I have not reacted is that it is not my business. And I believe it is none of Biafran's business. She is a politician. She believes in Nigeria, and that is her own choice. She is just one person, one woman with one vote. Today, you don't expect me to start reacting when 50 million Biafrans have consented to this Biafra government, giving this Biafra government consent and the authority to fight for their freedom. So who is Bianca Ojukwu? Only one person, one woman. So I don't want to waste my time, but it is very imperative that I bring this message to her. So long as she maintains her lane, mind her business as a politician under Nigeria, we don't have problem with her. But where we are going to have problem with her is when she uses that position to fight against Biafra in any capacity. Then Simon Ekpa will change to whatever that will suit her. And then we will engage her in any way possible. For now, she can enjoy her appointment. I have no business, and I have no issue with her appointment under Nigeria. You know, the question they used to ask, when will Biafra come? This question has always been what has been in the minds of the enemy for decades. They come like friends, they laugh, and at the end, the question is actually meant to mock the Biafra agitation in those days. My fellow Biafrans, I would like to, today is Sunday, I would like to read the Bible today.
It's
I would
shocking.
like to read from the book of Ecclesiastes 7. The book of Ecclesiastes 7, I'm going to read from chapter 7, and I will read verse 7, and I will read 9. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Number 9, be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger rested in the bosom of fools. When you expect the Biafra government and myself to act on certain issues, we don't delve into things with our anger. We take our time. But when we start, the entire world will know that we have started. They used to ask you, when will this Biafra come? Mazen Amdekano mentioned this in one of his broadcasts. Always there, when will this Biafra come? When will this Biafra come? That's a question that many, both the good and the bad, carried in their heart for decades. But that question now has an answer. The question finally has an answer. And the infinite answer will come on December 2nd, 2024. My fellow Biafrans, as we continue to put in place the delegitimization of the Nigerian terrorist state within Biafra land, we are taking it one step at a time. We're not in a hurry. This is a fight that has taken the life of millions, and we fought this for over 50 years. The Biafra government, 72 hours ultimatum to return all the Biafrans that were kidnapped from the old eastern Nigeria and taken to northern Nigeria and other part of Nigeria to detain. Many of them have been detained for many years without trial. That 72 hours ultimatum ends today. And we have seen reactions from different courts. One of them is the Owerri Appeal Court. They have announced temporary shutdown because of security concern. This particular shutdown, it is now very evidently clear that Nigeria have no intention of returning our brothers they kidnapped from eastern Nigeria and taken to different detention facilities in the northern Nigeria, or maybe many of them have been killed. So, knowing what we do not know about the fate of our fellow brothers and sisters, both women and children, that were taken in the name of arrests. So they decided to lock down because they can't provide our brothers they kidnapped from eastern Nigeria and taken to northern Nigeria. I want to use this medium to inform Nigeria terrorist state this evening that this temporary lockdown, because they could not provide our brothers and sisters they kidnapped, should not be temporarily. They have locked down permanently and indefinitely. I will never reopen again. I want to let you know that the evil will only strike when good men keep quiet and silent. In the absence of good men, the evil men will always strike. Nigeria have shown to be evil for decades. And in all this evil of Nigeria, the good men have always been terrified, fear, and they remain silent for many years. Today, many good men have risen up, and they are all in Biafra government in exile. And so we are going to commit a great violence on this Nigeria state, because that's exactly what is going to restore peace. And it has started. We are going to delegitimize Nigeria institution by institution, step by step, organization by organization, government by government, and at the end, they will leave our land. And we will have a peaceful nation where our children and women will live and walk in the night without anybody kidnapping them. Just like we all enjoy in Europe, where we can wake up 2 a.m. in the night, go to shop without anybody molesting and without anybody being afraid of being kidnapped. That is the vision we have for Biafra people. I want to also let those who are shouting Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism died with Biafra. And it will rise with Biafra. A lot of people are making noise all over Africa, especially those who have access to media. They say, oh, what do you have to say about Pan-Africanism? I have not actually took my time to address them. But today I will make, touch on Pan-Africanism. And I want you to look around yourself. Look around Africa. How many people do you see in government in any African country that is shouting Pan-Africanism? None. Only one. And he is called Malema, Julius Malema. Julius Malema is the only one in government shouting Pan-Africanism, but he is making a very terrible decision. His Pan-Africanism can never yield any result because it is a complete misplace of priority. You do not support evil because you have a platform. Julius Malema will be shouting Pan-Africanism, Pan-Africanism, but inasmuch as Arafat supported Mandela, that is not a reason to support terrorism against Israel. What happened on the 7th of October was a complete terrorist attack and must be differentiated. You must be able to differentiate terrorist attack and struggle for freedom. Malema, with his Pan-Africanism, refused to understand the difference between terrorism and fighting for freedom. Another person who is shouting Pan-Africanism is Professor Lumumba. He is not in the government. So what am I trying to say? The only person that have a voice shouting Pan-Africanism today is Malema, and he is in the government of South Africa. So if you know that you actually love Africa and you really want Pan-Africanism to come to reality, there is a need for you to support Biafra, because that is where the Pan-Africanism will rise. You need people in the government that knows what Africa people need. And Biafra have young, vibrant men and women who will make that Pan-Africanism to become a reality. So if you don't support Biafra, your dream is dead and dead on arrival. My fellow Biafrans, December 2nd, we are going to make history. This December 2nd is sacrosanct in the history of Biafra, as we are going to fulfill our destiny on that very day. The heaven and the earth will stand still to witness the occasion. The sun will bear witness, and the enemies will tremble before us as the world behold the emergence of the United States of Biafra on international stage. For decades, Biafra have stood firm, fearless, resilient, and unwavering against Nigeria terrorism and oppressors. Today, we on the brakes of the new era. We are ready to claim and reclaim our destiny and officially restore Biafra as an independent nation. This isn't just the culmination of journey. It is fulfillment of a dream that our ancestors and heroes set in motion long time ago, between 1967 and 1970. Their vision is now our reality, and every Biafran alive today is part of this historic legacy. those of you in the United States that has made us to realize this dream up to this point. You are a hero and heroine of the Biafra nation. The Biafra Convention 2024, from November 29 to December 3rd, 2024, these days, Biafran from all over the walks of life will gather in Lahti, Finland, for a 5-day event that will mark the beginning of the new era for generation to come. This is more than just convention, and I'm telling you, the enemy are not happy. They have done everything, thinking that Nigeria can control and can get anything they want. But today, we're not just asserting them. We are showing to them that not every country supports evil. It's a unification of a people reclaiming their identity, purpose, and future. The energy will be electrifying, historic, and the pride uncontainable as Biafrans come together to declare their restoration of their sovereignty. This monumental and historical event will showcase the symbol of our independence and identity, and here's what we have in stocks. For those who have been asking questions, what is this convention all about? You want to declare independence in a foreign land? We are not declaring independence in a foreign land. The independence of Biafra has already been declared. We are only restoring our lost sovereignty, just like the Lithuanians. The point is that the people don't read history. We are not going to be the first country to restore a lost sovereignty state. We'll launch the Biafra National Identity Card and Passport during the Finland Convention. Finally, making every Biafran place and belonging official across the globe, we will unveil Biafra Ejema during this convention. The Biafra currency will be unveiled. A testament to our economic independence and strength. The flag of the United States of Biafra will be raised, standing tall as a banner of our unity and resilience, representing Biafra to the world. We also will adopt the Biafran Constitution during this convention, a document that enshrines our rights, principles, and governance for our new nation during this convention. We'll also present the map of the United States of Biafra officially, defining our rightful borders and land. It is not just a map, it's a declaration of our place in the world. My fellow Biafrans in the US, we have dignitaries that will embrace the convention in Finland. Powerful policy makers from different parts of the world will be present in Finland. Powerful speeches will echo throughout the event with delegates and key international figures voicing our shared struggle for freedom, resilience, and determination. And in a formal oral declaration of independence, of the restoration of the independence of Biafra, we will outline each vital aspect of our freedom step by step, solidifying our path to sovereignty state. This convention will also feature national debate on the issue that matters most to our new nation, uniting Biafrans from all backgrounds, representatives from across the 40 United States of Biafra, delegation from the different countries where Biafra has their liaison offices, and vote on bills creating the legal backbone of our nation. the establishment of the declaration document will formally declare our restoration of independence of Biafra, marking our collective vision for the future. And to seal this commitment, Biafra delegate will sign this historic document symbolizing our dedication to a free and independent Biafra. This is just the tip of the iceberg, as many other incredible things will unfold as the United States of Biafra begin to formally enter into bilateral relationship with other existing nations of the world. And in this convention, we will have one of the imagining nation president to be part of it. This is not just gathering of people. It will be unified voice of over 50 million Biafrans who have already voted in the self-referendum, reflecting the clear will of the people to establish the United States of Biafra. On November 28, the final vote count will be concluded. And if the majority says yes to independence of Biafra, Biafra people will give the Biafra government the mandate on December 2nd to officially declare the restoration of independence of Biafra, fully defend it. The Biafra government will then be empowered by this legal document that will be generated from this convention and granted all legitimacy over a sovereign and independent United States of Biafra. This whole world will be watching, and the history awaits us all. I want you to understand that once this document has been generated and the Constitution of Biafra is voted on, which is a continuous document, a living document from the 1967 to 1970, the battle for the recognition of Biafra will then begin. At the same time, the legitimization of the Nigeria state within Biafra land will enter gear 10. And as that is happening, we will continue to make sure, like the court have shut down today, we will not have any single Nigerian representative from that institution, because what they have done to us will take us decades to recover. They have brought, the judiciary have brought anarchy, insecurity, and what have you in Biafra land. And the earlier we eradicate them, the earlier we evict them, the better for us. Biafra government have already laid down all the principles and mechanisms to begin to set out the judiciary of the Biafra government. It's going to take us time. If you think that this is going to be easy, think again. Well, let me tell you, we have every template, step by step. And you can see we are winning this war even without firing a shot. The diplomatic approach, political approach, and the armed struggle approach can never fail us this time around. We will make sure we give sleepless night to those who don't want us to sleep. We will give violence to those who brought violence to us. We will defend ourselves with the same mechanism they have come to kill our people. Guns and bullets. I want you to be very proud of yourself, because it is because of you that Biafra land have seen and enjoyed peace. Irrespective of the propaganda, do not listen to them. Every one of us, every true Biafran, the 50 million Biafran people who have voted for the self-referendum knows the word and they trust this government. That is the reason every time we ask them to do something, they do it willingly, because they know it is all for their good. The price they pay today, they will enjoy tomorrow. If you have not joined this struggle, I don't know what you are waiting for. The time is now. because tomorrow may be too late for you. We will continue to defend our land against Nigeria state. We will continue to demand the withdrawal and the militarization of the Biafra land. We will continue to make sure that all checkpoints is dismantled. It does not matter how long it takes us. We will continue to engage them one after the other until they are gone from our land. Thank you very much. Airborne to the Biafra Defense Force, airborne to the Biafra Liberation Army, they have not even seen anything. We will give them madness. And at the end, everybody will help Biafra. And we will give glory to God. Thank you very much. May God bless all of you.
All right, we made it. Yeah. Airborne. When you hear airborne, it's airborne, original airborne. So we will continue to do what we know how to do best. So if you have not subscribed to Fighting for Your Freedom and Restoration of Your Freedom, bro, sister, join hands. Let us bring our freedom. Nobody is coming to give it to you. And now we have it on a platter of gold, but we have to take it. Atwale, salute to every one of us, Divine Precious. Thank you, and every one of you, thank you for coming. Do me a favor, like this video, retweet if you are from Twitter. Thank you so much.